Hello friends, this video on matter and magnetism part 10 is brought to you by examfear.com. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 9 before going ahead with part 10. Here comes problem 1. It states that a planar loop of irregular shape encloses an area of 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Okay. And carries a current of 12 amperes. So we have a planar loop of any irregular shape. It has an area of 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square, and it carries a current of 12 amperes. The sense of flow of current appears to be clockwise to an observer. So whoever is the observer, he finds that the current flows in the clockwise direction. Now, what is the magnitude and direction of magnetic moment associated with the current loop? So, we have to calculate the magnitude and direction of magnetic moment. Now, how do we define magnetic moment? Magnetic moment is defined as product of current and area. So, calculating the magnitude is simple. It will be 12 into 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 4, which comes out to be 9 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere meter square. So this is the magnitude of the magnetic moment. And what would be the direction? When I talk about direction, again obviously we will have to apply the right hand thumb rule. In this case, when your current is flowing in the clockwise direction, where does your thumb point? Your thumb points somewhere inside the plane of the paper. I mean, right now I'm sitting in front of a computer. So when I curl my fingers in the direction of current, I see that my thumb goes away from me, right? So the direction of the thumb gives me the direction of magnetic moment. So the direction of magnetic moment is perpendicular and away from the observer. Because right now I am considering that I am the observer. So considering myself as the observer, I consider the direction of current as clockwise. So again, by considering myself as the observer, when I curl my fingers in the direction of the current, I see that my thumb goes away from me. So that we can say that the direction is perpendicular away from the observer, right? So let us look at the next problem. It says that a bar magnet, when suspended horizontally and perpendicular to Earth's feet, experiences a torque of 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 Newton meter. What is the magnetic moment of the magnet? That is, let us suppose we have a bar magnet which is suspended horizontally and perpendicular to the Earth's magnetic field. Let us suppose this is the direction of the Earth's magnetic field. Okay, and I have suspended a bar magnet here which is suspended horizontally and perpendicular to the Earth's magnetic field. So let us suppose that the bar magnet is suspended somewhat like this, which is perpendicular to the magnetic field of the Earth. I mean, I cannot draw it like this. It is like something, a three-dimensional figure which you will have to imagine. Let us suppose this is the plane is in the magnetic field and you have a bar magnet which is hanging such that it is perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. Okay. So we say that the magnet is perpendicular to magnetic field. So that means your theta is equal to 90 degrees. We have to calculate the magnetic moment of the magnet. So magnetic moment we have to calculate, and what is given? It is given that it experiences a torque of 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 Newton meter. Now we know that torque experienced by a magnet when suspended in magnetic field is given by M cross B, right? So this can be written as MB sine theta, right? So what is torque? Torque is given as 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. This is equal to M, which we have to calculate. What is B? B is the Earth's magnetic field, and it is given that the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field is given as 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 4 into sine theta, that is sine 90 degrees, which is equal to 1. So from this we can say that the magnetic moment would be equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 4. So this comes out to be 7.5 joule per Tesla. So this would be the magnetic moment of the magnet, right? So whenever we talk about magnetic moment of a bar magnet, and if you want to know about the direction would always be along the axis of the bar magnet, right? Okay. So let us look at the third problem, which says that a bar magnet of magnetic moment 1.5 joule per Tesla lies aligned with the direction of a uniform magnetic field of 0.22 Tesla. So that means you have a uniform magnetic field, maybe somewhat like this, and you have a bar magnet which is aligned with the direction of the magnetic field, somewhat like this. So what is the amount of work required by an external torque to turn the magnet so as to align its magnetic moment? So that means it is asking us to calculate the work that needs to be done to align the magnet, to turn the magnet so as to align its magnetic moment. So as to align its magnetic moment normal to the field direction. So let us consider the first part. So in the first part it says that what is the initial scenario? Initially the theta is equal to 0 degree because the magnetic moment is along the direction of the magnetic field. So theta initial is 0. The question asks you to calculate the amount of work to be done so that theta becomes normal to the field direction. So that means theta final should be equal to 90 degrees. So how do you define work done? Work done is nothing but the magnetic potential energy which we talked about. So which is again nothing but minus m dot b, which is equal to minus mb cos theta, right? So we can write it as minus mb cos theta final minus cos theta initial. This would be the work done, right? So now what is m? M is the magnetic moment which is given as 1.5 joule per Tesla. B is the magnetic field which is given as 0.22. Cos theta final is cos 90 degree minus cos 0 degree. So this comes out to be 0.33 joules. So this would be the amount of work which is required to be done to turn the magnet such that the magnetic moment becomes normal to the field direction. In the second part it asks opposite to the field direction. That means in the second part theta initial is again the initial scenario where it is along the field direction, that is 0 degree. But now it wants it to be rotated in such a way that the magnetic moment is opposite to the field direction. So theta final should be 180 degrees. So in this case again the work done will be equal to minus mb cos theta final minus cos theta initial. So this can be written as minus 1.5 into 0.22 cos 180 degrees minus cos 0 degrees. So this comes out to be 0.66 joules. So this would be the amount of work which is to be done here. Now in the second part it asks what is the torque on the magnet in both the cases. So let us now calculate the torque associated in each of them. So let us first consider the first case. We know that the torque is given by torque acting on a magnet when placed in a uniform magnetic field is given by m cross b, which is equal to mb sine theta, right? So in the first case it needs to be rotated by 90 degrees because initial angle was 0 and it is to be rotated to 90 degrees. So it has to be rotated by 90 degrees. Therefore, theta will be equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, the torque associated with the first case is m into b into sine 90 degrees, which comes out to be 0.33 Newton meters. Whereas in the second case, it has to be rotated by 180 degrees. Therefore, theta is equal to 180 degrees, and the torque associated with this case would be 1.5 into 0.22 into sine 180 degrees. Now sine 180 degree is equal to 0, so this torque would be equal to 0. Right? So you understood how we calculated the torque and the work done on the magnetic dipole when it is placed in a uniform magnetic field. Right? Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.